Hi, Camille. How are you?
Good. Thank you. Yourself?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Thank you for joining me today. I really do appreciate you taking the time out to meet with me. Before we start, because you were unable to sign our release form, I just wanted you to verbally um, agree to having this interview today and noting that it would be recorded using video and audio.
Okay. I give consent. I agree.
And if you can just state your first and last name for me, please.
Camille Brown.
Okay, thank you very much, Camille. Okay, so we're here today to have an interview for requests for social services. You mentioned that you have an issue that you've been dealing with and you would like resources. So if we can just go through what your the issue that you're having and how it's affecting you, we can see where we can go through from there.
Okay. So I'm decided to take up professional help because I've been trying to gain weight, not been forthcoming for the past 10 years at least. And contrary for some other people, when I'm emotional, I don't eat. While some people be emotional eaters, I'll be the one that does the complete opposite, and I don't eat healthy. That's another thing. So I figured I need professional help in order to know how to gain weight and gain healthy because it does in some aspect affect me emotionally because I think it will make me feel more with more self-confidence if I had a little more weight on my body. So I
Okay.
decided to seek professional help.
Okay, so you stated that you've been dealing with this for 10 years and you do recognize that a contribute to you not having much weight on is a lack of eating, and that has to do with, I guess, your daily life, your emotions, and what goes on to affect you.
Yeah.
So what sort of emotions do you experience that contributes to you not wanting to eat?
I don't know. That's the common one. Stress, frustration. I mean, I could get up and cook, but then laziness kicks in. So like
So we have
bad time management.
mhm.
So there's a lot of contributing factors. I mean, I'll try to say, okay, I'm gonna start a new month and this is what I'm gonna do. And within 2 weeks, that plan fades away. So again, I figured I cannot do it by myself, so I need professional help. You know, everybody in my family is of very reasonable size, so I know I wasn't born to be this skinny. So
Okay, so you stated that you have tried or planned to um you know fix your adjustments with eating on time when it comes to you yourself cooking and preparing meals, right?
yeah, but that
Okay,
has
it
solved
seems that you
the
are aware of you having an issue, I guess, with eating on time and eating proper meals. And one of those issues that contributes to that is that you're just not planning properly, right?
yeah.
Okay, so we do go by a guideline that's called stages of change.
Okay.
About 6 pillars that are there. And I believe for you right now, it seems like you're in your preparation stage where you are full aware of a problem that you're having, right? And then you're trying to make changes, but you're not consistent with those changes. Is that an okay scenario to say is
Yes.
going on with you?
Yeah. It's a perfect summary of what I'm experiencing actually.
Okay, okay. All right, so that is, very normal with a lot of us when we do decide to make changes. We start off maybe for a week or 2 weeks, and then what happened? Life, as you said, stresses and frustration and work, and then maybe us just being tired. I don't want to say laziness all the time, but we can sometimes just be very tired. That kind of, hinders us from continuing the goals until they become an habit. Right. Okay, then. So there is definitely so many options and resources that can help you, that we can go through. So what I like to do is I like to make goals. I like to call them SMART goals. You are in control of making those goals,
Okay.
and you've really set the pace of how quickly you would achieve them, and the steps and how fast you will engulf into these goals. All right, so it's an acronym. So we're gonna make our goals specific, and your end goal is basically that you wanna gain weight, right?
Yes.
Okay, and with gaining weight, we would want to understand that our nutrition has a big is a big chunk of getting to that goal. Having a everyday routine or an everyday summary of what we're going to do to contribute to that.
Mm.
And our goal to be measurable, meaning that it's going to work within our schedule. It targets what we need to do in the position that you're in now. And we want it to be achievable, meaning that it's not going to be too outrageous, right? We're not going to just jump from, not cooking to cooking, 4-course meals every day. Because, you're not on a regular cooking schedule, and we have to consider your time at work, your time for rest, and whatever other activities you do. And we want the goals to be relevant, right? So we need you to eat. So we're not gonna, set goals that hinders you from cutting meals out. And then we want our goals to be at a proper time frame. So since we are speaking about eating and eating healthy, we're not really gonna say, oh, I want to gain 40 pounds in a week, right? You're gonna be eating way too much and it won't be healthy for you. So we just work with that, okay?
Okay.
So what do you think would be like 2 things that you think you can do to help you work on or start a goal? What is one thing that you think you can start with?
Please start off with breakfast.
Okay, yeah.
To be honest, I don't really eat breakfast in the morning, so
Okay,
at
and
least
what's
eat
your work
something
schedule like?
on an hour basis, 8:30 to 5, but there are frequent times when I will go in at different times. But,
Mhm.
I could always make something, have it in the fridge, and just probably pop it in the microwave while I'm in the shower or something. So at least I can start my day off eating something of substance.
Okay,
Not making any promises, but I'm gonna
okay, that's
try.
a good idea. Um, with that, I would like for you to maybe have a journal, a food journal, right? I would like to see that you break it up into 3 sections. So we have the morning, the noon, and the evening, so that you keep a track of, what it is that you are eating in the day. I think that will help you out so far. And just, maybe it could be like a reminder. You set an alarm on your phone. Or maybe, let's see, what time do you wake up to prepare for work?
Probably about 6 o'clock.
At 6. So maybe like around 6:30, you can
Mhm.
set a reminder, right? That you should grab breakfast. And whatever you decide to grab, write it down in your journal.
At 6 o'clock is technically my first wake up time, you know. 6 o'clock when you turn and you go back and rest another hour or half an hour to get an extra rest.
Okay, so I'm thinking this, you doing this maybe is a part of your, what you call your lazy moments, right?
Okay.
Like it hinders you from preparing meals because it seems like you have time, a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Yes. So what you can do is maybe, hit the snooze one time, not twice, and, make a breakfast, write it in your journal, just so you're aware of what you're eating. If you do that every day, you'll have a habit. You create a small habit, which will help you maintain. I also think too that you should, plan meals ahead, breakfast meals. You should do some research. There's a lot of overnight oats is amazing. You can make egg souffles, muffins, whatever is within your taste buds that you can
So does that
pre-make,
taste
that
good?
you can grab it and go.
I was gonna say, it does that overnight oat taste right?
I mean, I know that there's many concoctions. You can check on YouTube. It's a good resource for quick and easy breakfast meals, pre-planned breakfast meals. And you can just, try new things, see what works for you and see what fits with you until you're able to wake up and, make your cook fresh meal. This way we're going to work on prepared meals. You can pop in the microwave, you can grab it. If it's not, you may not need something hot. You can probably grab fruit, right? Bananas, really good source to fill you up. Put something in your stomach so that you're not running on E. And I'm pretty sure if you start eating breakfast, you notice that your day will go a little smoother. You'll have something in your stomach. It will help you concentrate, which can lessen probably, the anxiety, the fatigue that we feel throughout the day, and help with kind of the day's frustrations and stress. So do you think that would be a good start for you to do?
Yes, I think it would.
Okay, so within this week, we're gonna start a food journal. We're gonna write down everything that we have and the time that you have it. I want you to focus on breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For breakfast, since you do start work early in the morning, you're either going to research some pre-made breakfasts that you can prep from the night before, or you can have a grab and go breakfast, a yogurt, an apple, a banana, a muffin, a croissant, just so that we can start on an eating schedule. Now from there,
I said that sounds good.
Sounds good, okay. From there, I would like to see you improve on your eating schedule. So maybe for the first 2 weeks, you may only grab a banana or whatever, a banana, an apple, or orange. As you continue on, I would like to see you incorporate and add more things. I would also like for you to visit and to see a nutritionist because you are wanting to gain weight. So you will need, what are the proper foods to eat? What would benefit your metabolism and help with you to gain healthy weight? Okay.
Okay. So the food journal and the food journal and
the food journal, and we're gonna start with having breakfast every morning.
and then I'm going to do, and then I'll do food journal. You said
You want me to repeat?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so for the first week, I would like for
Mhm.
you to start having a food journal
Okay.
so that you write down everything that you're eating so you're keeping a track. I would like for you to section out your journal for a breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
And I would like for you to target to make sure you're having something to eat in those 3 times. Since you're up early in the morning for work, I would want you to really focus this week on at least having breakfast every morning. I believe
Okay.
if you have breakfast every morning, it will help you out throughout the day where we can eliminate some of the fatigue that can cause, stress and frustration, which will shut you down from having lunch and dinner. I believe if you start your morning off with a good breakfast, throughout the day, your body will have enough fuel to pump you through the day. If you're still feeling that, yes, I've had breakfast and I still feel frustrated, I'm still stressed out throughout the day, we need to reevaluate and look to see how we can tackle your stress and frustration. But right now, I'm thinking you're just low energy because you started your morning with no fuel. And throughout the day, we crash and we're tired and we're exhausted. And because of that, you may just not want to eat. So we're gonna, try to start our mornings off, at a good start.
Okay.
Okay.
Seeing the nutrition.
Yeah, I do recommend you seeing a nutritionist only because of your weight. You said you're at a low weight for your age. So I would like you to, figure out more about your body, about do you know what your BMI is right now?
No, I was just there's a fictional, growing up, your grandparents think they know it all. So I'm told that I have a high metabolism, but I would like to get professional confirmation for that. So I would, as you said, recommend seeing the nutritionist to see if that's the case or not.
Yeah, so having a high or fast metabolism can definitely be true to you. A nutritionist will be able to help guide you so that you're eating the proper foods that will help you maintain and gain healthy weight, and the types of food that is needed to put weight on you that you desire. Along with the nutritionist, you may not think you need it, but later on, I would like to see you start maybe doing some workout, gym work, right? Your nutritionist will be able to help guide you and, inform you on the benefits of doing things like weightlifting.
But how would weightlifting help me since I want to gain the weight? And I don't want to be too tough and be muscled up. So what's the benefit of me going to the gym to lose the little that I'm trying to gain and to be muscled up?
It seems really weird, right? And it seems really odd that you'll be going to the gym, but you can definitely gain healthy weight in the gym. You can up your muscle mass in the gym by lifting weights and building muscles. Everything works hand in hand, and we'll just need to find out, what works for you. So maybe they say, well, you need to, increase your calorie intake with maybe 2 days of strength training. We're not sure yet where you'll be, but throughout the process, you'll find, a sweet spot where you can be at a healthy weight, gain weight, right? Because we still want you to be eating healthy foods and making healthy to start the journey. So a nutritionist will help you. I would like to see that, in the next few couple of weeks, visit a nutritionist for that information. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So with this so far, do you feel comfortable with the 2 goals that we have set for the week?
Yes, I feel encouraged that I'll put up my best effort to hopefully get some production, produce some effort, and for it to see it the effect that it has. So I know I won't gain, as you said, 20 pounds overnight, but could start somewhere.
Yes, you definitely can start somewhere. And then for clarity, if you can you just repeat the two goals that you'll be working on this week just to make sure we're on the.
So, so we're gonna get a journal and divide it into three sections: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And we're gonna try to eat healthy meals in those sections. Can be something that I prepare overnight, or it can be a grab and go for the breakfast. Also, the second goal, you recommend that get in contact with a nutritionist, call my insurance, and see who's covered and try to get a consultation with a nutritionist.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I think that would be perfect for you. I would like to where we go from there and how we can, continue, you know, going.
I didn't hear you. Repeat.
I was saying, yes, those two goals are the two goals that we will be focusing on for this week. And then we see again next week, how you're feeling, throughout the middle of the day, if you're able to manage your lunch and dinner and what happens, if you're able to sense any changes with just having breakfast in the morning, if that switches your mood and your stress level throughout the day. If not,
Mm,
we can definitely reevaluate and target what are the things that's making you stress, because it may not be you being hungry.
okay.
Okay. So I just want
Okay.
to eye on that. Have, any other thoughts, anything comes to your mind within the week, you can also write that down too, and we can discuss that next week so that we can just have a better understanding of what's going on and how we can help you.
Sounds good.
I am so grateful for you for meeting with me today. And if you do have any other questions before we meet again, you're feel free to email me or contact me and we can meet again. Okay.
Okay.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
All right.
Bye bye.
Thank you. See you soon.
Thank you.
Mm,
Bye.
yeah. Bye.
Okay, I will be going over. I'll be reevaluating my meeting that I've had with Camille. I will be critiquing the interview that I've had with Camille. All right, so from the above, from the interview that I've had with Camille, she wanted to discuss a way that she is able to gain weight. She mentioned that her eating habits were affected by her daily stress, frustrations, and her lack of planning to prepare meals, and that has led her to be as what she feels as underweight. She has been dealing with this issue for about 10 years and have measured herself against her family members who are at a heavier weight than her. This has been a problem for her for a while, have left her a bit lacking of self-confidence because she's on a smaller side. Camille was clear of the reason why she was seeking help. She seems to be a bit unaware of the choices that she has made that has causing her to lose weight. Um, I believe that her decrease in weight is is contributes to daily stress, frustrations, and lack of preparation of meals or lack of eating on a regular and timely schedule. The plan that we have set for Camille is that Camille will start a food journal where she will write down everything that she eats. And she has mentioned that she often skips meal. We have decided that she should start within this week of at least eating breakfast, at least having that first meal of the day. Camille feels like this is a reasonable goal and can be done if she wakes up on time and prepare a meal, or either decides to pre-plan a meal overnight. She'll be doing researches on quick and easy meals, or she would opt to do a grab and go of either a fruit or a muffin. She this week will just be practicing or putting into routine her eating in the morning instead of just not having anything to eat. Camille will be recording any changes in her mood and her feelings because she has not been eating, and she has contributed to it, to stress and frustration. I believe if she decides to eat in the morning, she would go through the day um, full and be able to have enough fuel and energy so that in the middle of the day, she may not feel fatigue. If that is, if that does not help or contribute to her feeling better and maybe less fatigue or frustrated throughout the day, we would set new goals and focus more on maybe what are stress factors in her life that is causing her not to eat. But I believe that since she's not eating on a regular throughout the day, she becomes fatigued, a little sick, and it causes her to not want to eat because she's not feeling good in her body. Um, because Camille knew exactly what her situation was, I believe that it gave me a better chance or a better opportunity to implement plans or to even ask more open-ended questions to get reasonings. No, I'm so sorry. Because she knew what she came for, I've noticed that I was unable to ask open-ended questions to get more reasoning because we have not yet discovered if her stress, frustration, and lack of preparation was really the real reason for her decrease in weight or her low body weight. As we continue speaking and collecting as much information and data, more open-ended questions can be asked to find the contributes to stress, frustration, which has led to her having a low body weight. I believe that the recommendations that I gave her were suitable and achievable in the time frame of 1 week, because they're not major changes that can take place. Although we will not receive 100% results, we'll be able to slowly start a routine which can lead to achievable and maintainable results down the line. I think one of the weakness in the interview that I've had would be the flow of conversation. I believe when she was speaking, I collided with her or spoke at the same time as her a couple of times. I also believe that I did not go too in depth of the three issues that she spoke outside of her inquiry of her low weight gain, which was stress, frustration, and her lack of planning to make meals. I do believe as we would continue service that stress and frustration may lead to a more serious problem that contributes to her weight gain. Maybe a relationship isn't going well, maybe she's not in a comfortable position, or maybe she's unable to provide food to eat or to cook, which can lead to stress and frustration and cause her not to eat. So there's so many other issues that can lead to her having a decrease, or as she says, a low weight. Um, I do believe though with what she has given me, I was still able to gather information on her and be able to identify the issue that she's in and identify the state of change that she's in. I believe she's in the preparation state of change, because she did mention that there are times when she has woken up, made breakfast, or ate throughout the day, or made sure that she ate, but she fell off. And I think she's fell off because she has not yet handled the true issue, which can be her stress and frustrations and whatever other issues are going on in her life. I think in the next meeting, more open-ended questions can be incorporated so that we're able to find the root of the issue, and that we can set up a better goal plan and map out a better way to help her. I believe referring her to a nutritionalist is beneficial to her, and which will help her understand more what she's eating, understand the purpose and how she should eat to gain weight or to maintain the weight that she has. I also think referring an outside source does lower her dependency upon me, um, and helps her to venture out and maybe join um, a eating group, or later on join a gym and set a community around herself with other people who have the same issues, so that she's able to have insight. I also do see that with the answer that she gave when she spoke about her family being on a heavier side, I think there is a small bias that she may have, and we will need to work on shunning those biases to where she's able to know and come to terms with her body for herself. But I do think that a second and a third and a fourth meeting will help us to evaluate and get to that point. Overall, I think the first meeting that I've had with Camille has went well. And I think that there will be needs for improvement, and with practice and more knowledge can help us to have a clear, a more flowing interview where both the client and the practitioner is comfortable and knowledgeable and able to give a good counsel. That is the end of my meeting. Thank you and have a good day. Bye bye.